Ill, what up, my man? I'm about to say hi to you for the second time. Hey.
Oh shit.
Do you want to work on Thoughtful today?
Yeah, we can work on that.
I actually got a few tracks I want to work on today, and then I want to finish.
Yeah. Oh, baby, know that you better act better, yeah. My name's Tammy, Tammy Nguyen, but my artist name is Tamae. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm also a vocalist, and dabbling in producing at the moment, so things are in works. So most of my music would be R&B mixed with house, or R&B mixed with hip-hop, R&B mixed with boom bap, just mainly R&B, but it does have little taste of everything else in there. Last year, May 30th, around there. At the moment, I was going to school for marketing, so I didn't really have an objective. I was just going to school to go to school. But then I met my producer, his name is Lyric Layson. He was the one who kind of introduced me to the whole world of creating music. I quit my job, I quit school, and I just went into music 100%. Put my all into it. I learned how to DJ as well. I would say my biggest influence would be her, Drake, just a bunch of R&B and hip-hop artists. But honestly, I grew up only listening to Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, just the greats, Celine Dion, J-Lo. So those were my influences growing up. But currently, I love Frank Ocean, love his writing. Georgia Smith is also another artist that I've been really keeping an eye on. I just write whatever comes naturally and whatever works with the song. I mainly write what's been happening in my life at the moment, or sometimes I write about other people's stories that I find interesting. So yeah, I'm just a storyteller. Before I was gonna go on tour, I definitely was expecting just meeting a lot of people, experiencing everything, the city and all. Some of the people that I met, I didn't expect to meet. I mainly expected to meet, producers or artists that are in the same boat as me, up and coming, which most of them are. I was actually able to meet, established producers and artists as well. The Calm, I wrote it right at the beginning, kind of when I started writing music in general. So this was around last year's summertime. I had just quit school and I hadn't told my parents yet. I also, just quit my job. I didn't really tell them about that either. They knew I was DJing, but they thought it was just a side job. And so just a lot of change was happening in my life at the moment. The Calm was a song that it was me expressing all of that. Everything that was happening in my life. And crazy thing is, right before I wrote it, I had a call from my mother. We got into an argument because I hinted to her that I was quitting school, and we were just having this big argument over the phone. Just her nagging, being a mom, of course. I love her and all, but I hung up the phone and I was just filled with just anger and all this frustration. And so I channeled that and put it into the song. And so what the song is talking about is pretty much everything that I'm doing and how nobody around me kind of understands it. I even had my best friend straight up ask me, she was like, "You sure about that one? You sure about taking this route? You sure you don't want to go back to school? Maybe just take a class or two." The only person who believed me was, my producer and Illmind. And so at that point, I was just frustrated kind of with the world, frustrated with, my friends and family, myself, and I was just confused. And so that's what the song is. It's called The Calm. So if you listen to the song, when it first starts, there's a lot happening within the song. You hear a lot of sounds, it's moving pretty fast. And then towards the end of the song, it starts calming down. And so it's kind of like the storm before the calm. And that's just the part of it, kind of calming down. That's kind of me realizing that, everything's gonna be okay. And what I choose is gonna be okay at the end of the day.